And we have a very special guest joining us on Republic TV this morning. She's an Indian-American scientist, someone who's won many awards. Dr. Anita Goel is joining us live from Boston, Massachusetts. And she's been working on a solution to help tackle COVID globally. Dr. Anita Goel, good morning from here in India and good evening in America. Now, you're the CEO and chairman of NanoBioSim. We read about your recent mobile rapid testing kit. Now, from what we have understood, it's a mobile testing device that uses nanobiophysics to immediately test for COVID, something that doesn't, or rather will not take hours and days, but immediately will detect COVID. Is that correct? Have I understood it correct? Okay, we'll just go across to Dr. Anita Goel, have a connectivity issue. There's a video that she released. Let's play that video out. Let's play that video and we'll go across to her.
It is a great pleasure and honor to be here today. My name is Dr. Anita Goel. I'm the founder, chairman, and CEO of NanoBioSim. Trained as a physicist and physician from Harvard and MIT, I've spent the last few decades of my life working at the nexus of physics, biomedicine, and nanotechnology. The COVID pandemic has revealed critical gaps in our testing infrastructure. Only less than 5% of Americans have been able to get tested so far with the current available testing infrastructure. We're also operating on an antiquated paradigm of centralized healthcare delivery that was developed in the last industrial revolution. And what that means is that people are getting tested only when they're sick and symptomatic in a hospital or a clinical lab, rather than being tested out in the field routinely, even before they show symptoms. Our solution to this problem is GeneRadar. GeneRadar enables real-time precision testing in a mobile device so that anyone, anywhere, at any time can get a very high precision, high quality, high accuracy, high sensitivity test, and that too on demand. This is enabled by the science of nanobiophysics, which really creates a quantum leap over the old generation of testing infrastructure. Our platform has undergone 2 clinical trials in the context of 2 previous pandemics, Ebola and Zika. It has been FDA certified under the Zika pandemic for Zika. We have built an app for COVID-19. It enables real-time precision diagnostics in this mobile device that weighs less than 4 pounds, and the data can go live stream into the cloud. We plan to deploy this technology in 3 key phases, initially to hospitals, nursing homes, and critical healthcare centers to focus on the most vulnerable populations, like the elderly, then to help restore travel and trade by reopening the economy for the hospitality industry, the travel industry. Eventually, as we scale the manufacturing large enough, this could be a service and a product that's available in every home for each individual on demand, so they can find out and be empowered to find out what's happening inside of their own body at any time, anywhere, in real time. We are doing for healthcare what Google did for the information industry, what cell phones did for the telecom industry, what Uber did for the transportation industry, which is to decentralize, mobilize, and personalize the next generation of how healthcare is delivered. We are building an exciting consortium of partners, strategic partners, financial partners, customers, team members, the entire ecosystem that it takes. You know, they say it takes a village. We're building that village, engineering that ecosystem to help create this transformation of health and wellness on our planet. And we would love to invite you to join this journey with us. On behalf of all of us here today, I'd love to thank Daniel Epstein, the Unreasonable team, and the Barclays Group for all their amazing work and for recognizing us today with these wonderful awards.
Okay, so let me go across to Dr. Anita Goel. Anita, tell us more about this technology and how it can help fight COVID real time.
So Niranjan, one of the real challenges right now is the long turnaround time to get an answer to a test. A good case study is Italy versus South Korea. South Korea and Italy started around the same time with about the same number of cases. And South Korea was very aggressive in doing early testing and aggressive testing. And as a result, they had a lot less cases and a lot less deaths. So I'm arguing that instead of shutting down the entire economy, we should do high precision, mobilized, decentralized testing, and that will lead to smart quarantine. Quarantine only those people who are infected and get them the treatments. And that way we can start creating these COVID-free safety zones and start reopening our economy.
Yeah, you speak about the use of nanobiophysics in rapid testing, mobile testing for COVID. And we understand that your technology is now fast-tracked in the US. Is that correct?
Well, this is a platform that has had its first FDA EUA authorization in a previous pandemic called Zika, and it's currently undergoing trials for COVID-19. We've built an app for COVID, the detection of the SARS-CoV-2.
Right. And how does it help, get real-time results and help the economy get back on track? You stressed on that aspect in your video.
Yeah, so the key, in my opinion, to open up our economies is to do very aggressive testing early on and to do smart quarantine, separate those people who are infected. Now, what's interesting about COVID is people who do not show any symptoms can be spreaders of the virus. So pre-symptomatic and asymptomatic people can carry the virus and spread the virus. So if we can detect people with high sensitivity and specificity, even before they show symptoms, then we can really nip the virus or an outbreak in the bud before it spreads. Think of any person, for example, boarding a plane. They may not have a fever, but they could be carrying a virus. And the cost of a patient or a person who enters a crowded place or an airplane without being known that they're infected, they have the risk of infecting hundreds and thousands of other people and causing downstream a lot of economic damage. So it's really critical to detect the virus early and pre-symptomatically, and that's how we nip it in the bud. And we create COVID-free safety zones where people can start going into whether it's airplanes or crowded events, kids back to school, people back to work. And you know that at the entry point, people are clean, and you have with high sensitivity and specificity, you know that people are not infected. You can start to reopen pockets of the economy.
And how does nanobiophysics help do all of this?
So what we have done is at the convergence of fundamental physics, nano, and bio, we've brought together a ability to precision control molecular reactions at the nanoscale, which helps us improve the signal-to-noise ratio as we start to detect in real time the DNA, RNA signatures of various diseases, for example, these infections. The traditional systems for doing these diagnostics are large, bulky machines that live in centralized labs that require sometimes days or weeks in terms of turnaround time to ship the samples and wait for the answers. But imagine being able to bring that very high accuracy and sensitivity and precision from a 400-pound machine to a handheld device that weighs less than 3.5 pounds, and being able to get that answer instead of 3 to 7 days in less than an hour.
Okay, so Dr. Anita Goel, thank you for speaking to Republic TV, and all the very best. And we hope that this solution is helpful in getting economies back on track. And I think that's the need of the hour. You hear Donald Trump saying it, most heads of nations saying it on a daily basis. That remains a top priority. Let's see where it goes. All the very best to you. Thank you for speaking to Republic TV.
All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.